SmackDown, WWE, or AEWN. Tune in to The Joe Cronin Show. Live on YouTube for review and reaction. With Joe Cronin and Jake break down all the action. All of it. The Joe Cronin Show. Your source for wrestling opinions, news, and insanity. A wrestling podcast with attitude. Mature audiences only. Join our community of over 70,000 people. Subscribe free on YouTube to The Joe Cronin Show.
My Twitter account.
AEW Revolution is over. What a ride it was tonight. Sean Spears has deleted his Twitter account. It was AEW Revolution. Hope you guys enjoyed it.
Deleted my Twitter account. I'm deleting my Twitter.
Fuck this referee, though. Fuck this referee.
I'm sick of the mean trolls. I'm deleting my Twitter account. I deleted my
That's right. Ty Dillinger has deleted his Twitter account. I actually haven't changed the song yet, but unfortunately, the copyright came into play with the Ty Dillinger $10 donation, so deleting my Twitter account is the new version of it. It's going to be coming up soon. I'm Joe Cronin. You're wet. If you're here, you're wet, most likely. AEW Revolution was exciting, man. I there was a lot of things I really loved about this. There was a few things that enraged me about the show, but really overall, what a damn good show. What a fun show, man. What a fun show. This thing took a shit on Super Suckdown. Like, this thing took a piss on Super Showdown, on Super Suckdown. This show tonight just barreled down and pee-peed all over WWE Suckdown. That referee is an idiot, though. I got to tell you, the AEW referees are morons. Mostly Bryce and what's-her-face, Aubrey, but mostly Bryce. We'll get into that later. That guy is just a maniac idiot. I mean, you cannot defend whatever that is. That is the most ridiculous crap. This guy, every match, is an idiot. I guess it's kind of funny, I guess, in a way. I don't know. Are you ready for this? A tag team extravaganza that has no rules.
What a show.
What a show.
AEW killed it tonight. Moxley is a gift from the wrestling gods. And please change these damn refs.
Yeah, man, that is my biggest complaint almost is the referees. Like, what the fuck are the referees doing, man? What are they doing? What are they doing? What are they doing? I will never know. Omar, thank you for the $11.50. Tonight, we are going to have the open phone lines, 339-226-6610, or you can Skype me, Danny Deadly, DANNY, Skype me over there that way, and or however you can get through to me. But, okay, so let's start at the beginning. It's hard to go all the way back. And we're going to go all the way back because this was a wild show. Oh, man. But it was exciting. The whole show, I was grabbing my kidneys, man. I fucking shouldn't have drank the other night. No more drinking for Joe. It's murdering me. Quite literally might be. So going to the beginning, SCU and the Dark Order, a little bit of a swerve there with Daniels. I like how they teased that whole situation. Everybody's aware of him. Oh, he's the leader of the Dark Order, and then he isn't. And that even what they did was a little predictable, but it was still fun. You know what I mean? It was fun to watch, fun to, be observing or whatever. And, oh, yeah, let me just pour this drink here. Oh, there we go. Let me drink it up, Aubrey. I'm going to drink your lipstick, Aubrey. SCU, the Dark Order, keeping Christopher Daniels in the back. I thought it was pretty fun. I thought the match wasn't obviously the best match ever, but the point is the moment, like how they had the match, the moment set up, what's going to happen. This is a pre-show, a free, thing that they're doing for everybody. So the fact that they did that, I really enjoyed it. And so I gave it, it could be a 6 out of 10. It could be a 7. I gave it a 7 because it was a feel-good moment to me. I felt good about it. It made me feel good, and so I gave it extra credit for the way that it made me feel and got the crowd going and just a little bit of a, I just appreciated it, I guess. I gave it extra credit. So 7 out of 10 to me. Good job there from SCU and the Dark Order, keeping us guessing on, what's really going on there or whatever. So that's cool. And then we get to the first match of the night. I was actually surprised about this placement, but I'm completely okay with it. Jake Hager versus Dustin. I loved it. I thought it was a brutal brawl with some flashy new stuff in there. The over the top, the into the stairs sell by Hager. The viciousness outside the ring that they had going on. I really liked it. I liked the match. I gave it a 7.5 out of 10. I really, really liked Dustin and Jake Hager. I thought they had a great classic style match. You know what I mean? It was good, man. For those two guys, to be honest, it was pretty good. Because Goldust, Dustin Rhodes Goldust has had a lot of forgettable matches, but he's also had a lot of really memorable matches. He's he could go either way type of guy. It could be a match you forget about, and it could be a match that was really good. This was somewhere in the middle of both of those things, but it was good, and so I really appreciate it. And Jake Hager, never been the biggest fan of all the stuff he does, but these two really, I thought, had pretty good chemistry. And I gave that a 7.5 out of 10. And, I'm going to give you all my thoughts on all this as we go forward. Then we're going to listen to the donations as they come in. And then I'm going to take phone calls from you guys as, we want to do it. Because we're going to have a little bit of fun tonight. So much appreciated. So, then on to Sammy Guevara and Darby Allin. These guys, obviously I said Darby Allin's going to win this. Darby Allin is like a star. They have to push this guy. He's got to get the win. Sammy Guevara made this look great. Darby Allin made it look great. It was almost like they were given a short amount of time, and they kind of nailed it in that short amount of time. I actually think that I scored this match the best match of the night, I think, or at least I felt the best about it. It's arguable whether that's true or not. It's kind of a weird thing to say that it's the best one, but I appreciated what they did and what they got over so quickly. Guevara with that insane off the top rope move. I forget what he did, like a 430 or a 6 something. I don't fucking know. He did some kind of flip into the outside, and it was nasty awesome. And it was through a table. Everything was perfect. It looked awesome. Showed multiple replays. Every replay they showed, it looked awesome from every angle. They really did a good job with that. So that was really cool. So Guevara and Darby Allin. And when Darby Allin, man, I love that Guevara takes the turnbuckle off, takes the pad off, the turnbuckle, and almost immediately after it, he gets like flipped over and crashes into it and spits out gum or something. He really looked like he waffled that fucking exposed steel. Like Guevara really sold that like he waffled it. And then I believe Guevara goes up and over for the stunner, and then just runs to the ropes, to the top rope, where he dives off for the coffin drop, kamikaze coffin drop. And the crowd, when he went to go for the coffin drop, the crowd was oohing and eyeing, and when he landed it, it was just, the crowd just shot up and popped when he nailed him with that coffin drop. And it is so evidently clear that Darby Allin is your mid-card star. And I know they don't like the word mid-card over there, but whatever. In my opinion, the mid-card supports the top heavyweight card. So, in my opinion, the mid-card just means, you're eventually you're going to get to the top of the card. So, it's not a bad thing for me. To me, mid-card isn't a negative word like Cody Rhodes says it is. It's kind of like saying, the next guy in line is a bad word or something like that. It's not. It's just the next. It's good to be the next guy coming up. That's not a bad thing. And whatever you want to say. But your secondary title champion should be Darby Allin, or he should be in the hunt for that, or at the forefront of major storylines in the mid-card, because he's just, goddamn, was it great. The crowd loved it. I was popping. It's one of my favorite things of the night. I gave it an 8.5 out of 10. I gave it an 8.5. I think based on the ending more than anything, just because of how awesome it was built up. Maybe I'm a little crazy, though. I mean, my numbers may be a little bit off and weird, and maybe I'm wrong, but you guys will tell me if what you guys think. It's up to you. I may say things that you disagree with tonight. That's fine. You may disagree with me. I may disagree with you. That's okay. But one thing I can agree with anybody on is that this was a good show. This was a thumbs up show, above a 7 out of 10 show to me, and I liked it. But Guevara and Darby Allin gets an 8.5 out of 10 for me. So SCU in the pre-show gets a 7 out of 10. Hager and Dustin get a 7.5 out of 10. And I give Guevara and Darby Allin an 8.5 out of 10. And the Bucks versus Page and Omega. I'm like Tommy. I've been short of breath last couple of days. I don't know if it's from speaking too much or whatever it is, but talking a lot. I've been fucking struggling to talk. Like real chest type of pain here. Gotta fucking calm down. The Bucks versus Page and Omega is going to be a big issue for me. Let me take a donation so I can catch my breath. Running out of breath talking. What the fuck is wrong?
Shout out to my bestie from Boston, Katrina, aka Miss Russia. She a real G. 100.
Katrina, aka Mrs. Russia. She's a real G. Shout out to Awonddy. How you doing, Awonddy? Woo! Good to hear from you, Awonddy. Shout out to her, man. She's in Boston, really? I knew a Katrina from Boston. Fortunately, she passed away a little while back, Awonddy, thank you for the donation, man. Let's go to one more. While I catch my breath. Jesus. Fucking gotta start running.
Shut up and bend over. Finish it.
Oh my God, don't finish it. Please don't finish it.
I'm gonna finish it. Ah, yeah, yeah, yeah. Ah, yeah, yeah, yeah. Ah, yeah, yeah. Ah, yeah, yeah, yeah.
What a fucking night. Overall I got every match correct except the tag team championship. And thank God I was wrong, because the Bucks winning would fuck that match up. But overall solid 8. Congrats to Moxley, but can he top Jericho run as champ, Joe?
I don't think anybody can top what Jericho did. I'll just say that. The Soundwave 92, thank you, man, for the 950. Yeah, I don't think anybody can top what Jericho did. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just don't think... I don't think you can do that. You know? But that's my opinion there. Do I ever deal with anxiety? Oh, yeah. I always do, yeah. It's crazy. In 15 minutes, Matt Hardy is a free agent. Shortness of breath is a symptom of the coronavirus. Oh, no, I'm going to die. Well, is kidney pain also one? Because it feels like I have renal failure, but I think that's from the alcohol the other night. Dude, I drank last night on Monetize This, and I woke up with a raging headache. I had a raging headache, and it was so painful that I thought I was going to throw up from the nausea from the headache. And then today, my sides started hurting, like my kidneys in both sides, and my hips were killing me, like somebody was squeezing my kidneys. So I drank 2 tea bags, a whole thing of tea. Then I drank a bunch of cranberry juice, And I drank 2 waters in the last hour and a half. Whew. And now I'm fucking short of breath a little bit. Got to lose weight, man. That's what it is. It all comes down to the weight. That's all it is, man. I don't know why I'm having that problem. Hangovers. Jesus Christ. I was watching the show. I wasn't having this problem. It's only when talking. It's like I'm running out of breath talking. Maybe it's Tommy. Me and Tommy passed on the coronavirus through our phones together. Yeah, so the Bucks and Omega. I really loved that match, except I was angry about the tag rules. You know what I mean? Oh, God damn. How much water did you drink an average on a day? Not enough, apparently. Joe equals fat fuck, maybe. Who re-signed with WWE? Oh, Matt Hardy re-signed with WWE. Yeah, could be. He could. Yeah. Could be my sleep patterns. Yeah, it could be that too. Drink more crayon. Yeah, it could be the crayon. Yeah, the Bucks versus Page and Omega, man. Fuck, I don't feel good. I gotta be honest, guys. I don't feel good. Whew. I don't really smoke. I don't smoke that much at all. Hold on, I'm gonna take a walk for a second. I'll be right back. I really am gonna walk for 1 second. I'll be right back. God damn. I'll be right back. I'm just gonna take a quick little walk, you know. Turn the heat down in here. Hi, everybody. I'm back. I'm sorry. Woo! I still don't feel right. I think I've figured out the issue. I think. I don't know if this is the problem, but I think I figured it out. I am so sorry to leave you guys sitting here. I was so excited to review this show, like very excited to review this show, and we had 800 people in here. We were kicking ass, and it was a great time. I am so sorry to scare you. I don't know what's going on, but okay. So I may walk away again and still take some time here because talking seems to make it worse. Like, I don't know, man. I think I figured out the problem. Maybe. Could be worse, but it could be this. Okay. Leah's sister brought over an entire cup. A giant, like, fucking, what is it called? VT cold brew from Starbucks. I mean, it is a huge cup of coffee. And I downed that cup of coffee before the show was over, AEW. And then after that, during the show, I was sitting here and I had my tea, which was only filled to the size of this mug. And it's got 2 tea bags in it. Two tea bags, double the caffeine. Because I wanted to cleanse my kidneys. Because my kidneys are killing me. It feels like someone's squeezing my insides in my kidneys. Because I drank last night and you guys saw me drink rum last night. And I didn't wake up for a while and I didn't drink enough water at all. And I think I was having kidney problems and issues. And so the last 7 hours I've been trying to drink tons of water and tons of everything. And yeah, I think that I think the caffeine has got my chest tightening up and freaking out, you know? Whew. Yeah, I think I did too much caffeine. It's like a nervous stomach, but it's yeah. Tea is bad for the kidneys. I didn't know that. Caffeine OD, yeah. Anyway, pound water, that's the best thing. Pedialyte, I wish I had Pedialyte. I feel way better now, to be honest. Tea fucked the kidneys. Yeah, I felt that some years ago. I even puked. Wow. Yeah. Yeah, I think I had too much caffeine, so I think the caffeine triggered my, like, anxiety and chest pain or something. Whew. Well, I'm going to go grab some lemon juice and water, SB. I think you nailed it there. But I just want people to know that I plan on coming back here to do this review still. Man, I thank you guys for being here still. I'm sorry, man. I only got through the first 3 matches or two reviews. I couldn't wait to review this because I loved the show. So I'll be right back. I promise I'm going to come right back. I just want to let you know I'm okay, I think. But I'm having some breathing issues. I'll be right back. I pulled a full Tommy NC. Here's some of the post-monetize this post-show while you wait. I should be back in a minute here. That's your song, right? Right there? That Tori Amos? Sorry to freak everybody out.
Was Tori Amos?
Yeah. That's your song, right, Leah?
I wasn't even listening to it. Is it some stupid fucked up shit? I'm sure it is. I don't even know why I'm asking.
No, it's not. It's not her song. I'm just fucking with you. It's just... What are you playing, Warcraft?
Yeah.
You better be winning.
I've been looking for a savior in these dirty streets.
Tori Amos is so weird. I love her.
Looking for a savior beneath these dirty sheets. I've been raising up my hands, dropping another nail in. Just what God needs. One more victim. Why do we?
Oh, she found a carp.
Crucify ourselves every day.
we're going to film this music video, we're going to need a piano and a closet of shoes and a little bit of a pond.
Nothing to do is good enough for you. Crucify myself.
Probably better just.
All right, well, I'm going to go clean
did
up.
you see
You guys have fun. I'm sure you're recording now. You guys have fun, and thank you.
I'll hit it just in case.
Yeah, record, because I'm gonna boot this thing, fuck this thing off. I'll be listening a little bit, but I might be back. I don't know, but we'll see.
Right.
If not,
Booting up?
I'm gonna boot my own asshole.
Oh.
Oh, I did have something I came across. Let me. I'll actually
great.
get
Pictures of Monica. Yeah, record, because I'm gonna
Here we go.
boot this thing, fuck this thing off. I'll be listening a little bit, but I might be back. I don't know, but we'll see.
All right. Well, post show mode.
If not, I'm gonna boot my own asshole.
Oh.
So I did have something I came across. Let me. I'll actually get the. full
Oh,
clip.
great.
Pictures of Monica.
No, so here, I guess this was a few days ago or yesterday or something. Pat Sajak, Wheel of Fortune, one of the contestants had, won a sum of money, whatever, won got the puzzle right. And this is what Pat Sajak said. So, fucking ads. Jesus fucking Christ. I'm glad this is a post show, not something like super whatever. So he goes up to the thing, where he talks with the contestant and goes, "Hey, congratulations, you won $5,000 or whatever." And the contestant does the raise the roof thing, right? Well, Pat Sajak sees him do it, and he says this.
$50. You're up to $10,100. That's very cool. We'll be back. Yeah. Lift the ceiling. We're always posting.
Did you just hear that?
Videos, so click above.
Yeah, what was that?
I'll play it for you again.
Lift the ceiling?
He did the gesture, and this is why
I can't see it.
No,
so.
I know I can't. I'm not even if I showed you. I mean, we're not live or anything, and I don't have that magical ability on Skype or anything. But he does the raise the roof gesture and says lift the ceiling. I sent it to Joe. I was kind of hoping maybe because it was only a 1 second clip that I sent him, but
Lift the ceiling.
I mean, I know the dude is 73 years old, but he's an old dude now. He's an old man. After saying that, he's definitely an old man. There's been a lot of clips coming out from like different things from Wheel of Fortune and bloopers and stuff a lot recently, but that one was the one that just really got me.
Is the whole thing because he said lift the ceiling instead of like raise the roof?
Right.
Is that like the whole?
Yeah, like he's a retard. He's officially reached retard age.
Oh.
Where it's like he's
It's
not
just
up with the
old.
times anymore. Yeah, he's just not up with the times anymore. But, he's been fairly flawless up until this point. Like, can you think of a Pat Sajak blooper? Not that people watch
No.
Wheel of
How
Fortune
old is
religiously.
he?
73.
Fuck Pat Sajak. It's all about Alex Trebek and Bob Barker, even though Bob Barker isn't even doing it
Bob
anymore.
Barker, he's like clinging on to life right now. So is Alex Trebek. I'm sure Pat Sajak's pancreatic cancer is coming in the next year.
Oh,
I thought, not gonna lie, I thought Bob Barker was dead.
Oh no, he's not.
No,
He's still, advocating for animals. So he's good in my book.
Yeah.
Do you really think it bothers me that Drew Carey stole that from him? I feel like Drew Carey could have came up with his own thing, like feed the homeless and chuck him a cheeseburger or something.
Drew Carey's
Probably.
hands scare me.
He's so weird looking now.
Yeah, he's
Have
like,
you ever looked at his hands when he's holding the mic?
No.
They look like
I have
his
to
body's. Yeah, you have to, because it looks like his body's inflated, and he has like those little baby hand toys,
now. Oh my god.
and they're holding the mic.
like, does he still have the little tiny Bob Barker mic, or do they upgrade him?
I
Oh
feel
my
like he
God,
has a
he's
tiny
got the.
mic, but-
Oh, he does. He has the Bob Barker mic. Oh no!
Wait a minute. The end of it looks way bigger, though.
Yeah, I was
Yeah,
about to
it's
say
not
that
as
the windscreen or whatever
as-
the sock or whatever you call that thing is bigger.
Why wouldn't they just give him Why wouldn't they just mic him?
Like lapel?
Yeah.
I probably for the visual that Price is Right has always had the microphone. We need your arm to be tired. By the time you get to the showcase showdown, we need you to be happy that you can finally put the microphone down.
There's such a mix of pictures on here of him fat and skinny. It's which is he now?
Well, I mean, gastric bypass.
I think
Is that what he had?
Didn't he?
I thought he just lost weight. I mean, I don't even
He just
know.
figured it out? I could have been. I mean, maybe he didn't get the surgery. Let's see.
He just seems like such a weird pick for this. I
for
can't get
Price is
over it.
Right?
What?
Weird pick for Price is Right, or a weird pick for what?
A weird pick for for being the host of the show.
I think it must have been the Whose Line Is It Anyway stuff. That could be the only thing to me, because there's nothing else that he's done.
He did the Drew Carey show.
Yeah, but does that really say I should be a game show host?
Huh?
Game show hosts they have a different aura about them than
Yeah, I feel like when you see game show hosts, it's most of the time you've not seen them in other stuff.
right. Like Richard Karn when he did Family Feud, it's yeah, you came from a sitcom and it didn't work out, bud. Thanks. But Steve Harvey takes the Family Feud, and he's not from sitcoms or anything. He's had talk shows, which I think is a good prerequisite, and it's worked for him. Wink Martindale.
His teeth scare me.
Something about Drew Carey. Maybe it is the teeth. There's something about him that weirds me out.
Oh, geez, now I sound like fucking Tommy.
Oh my god, that's a creepy picture. I'm all done looking at these. I have a nightmare.
I see. I can't see.
I'd rather look at corpses.
Yeah, this is not fun. I'm not enjoying this at all.
I can't confirm or deny how his weight loss came about. Oh,
I'm gonna go back and look at his shelves.
He began a diet and exercise plan. Okay, so he did it on his own.
Yeah.
He didn't get a surgery or anything.
Well, good for him, because that's a lot of weight he lost.
Yeah, I'm looking to see if it says how much. Type 2 diabetes, that's pretty easy to guess. We didn't need you to tell me that. Excuse me.
Monica's Tits song stuck in my head now.
I'll be honest.
It is good. It
is.
good.
I was in
It's just I gotta watch myself because I can't be walking around the house with my kids going Monica's Tits. Kids are gonna be like, the fuck?
the other day when Joe posted that show on Patreon where we, premiered the song or whatever. I was actually finishing listening to it when I was getting ready to walk into a store, and I'm walking into the store with the beat in my head. I'm like, I've got to bite my lips. I got to get this out of my head because I'll start
Super
fucking
catchy.
sick. Yeah, exactly. I'm like, yeah, just imagine me standing in front of my Russian customer going, Monica's Tits. What did you say?
You have a Russian customer?
A couple of them. It's a thing in Wichita, I guess. I've got out of a third of my cheese shops down in southern Kansas are Russians or some form like Ukrainian, within that general idea of Russia. I don't know. Must be a big market down there, I guess. I don't know. Maybe they don't check visas as much.
Amazon is evil.
For several reasons, but what triggers this one?
Because I had an idea, so I'm looking up stuff, and then I just go to the front page because I saved a couple things, and I scroll down, and it's get yourself a little something, and it's all these things I've looked at in the past, and it's just teasing me.
Well, it's all
One
that...
of them is the little fucking. You know what I saved is the Korok plush from Zelda Wind Waker. It's a little tree guy with a leaf on his face, and it's a plush. Such a loser. I'm like, this thing's so cute. I better save it.
Do you get the, like, well, I'm assuming you do, like, the presumptive ads or whatever, like on Twitter, like maybe you talking about getting dog food and then you pull up your Twitter and there's,
yes,
know,
all
Purina
this
or some
fucking
shit.
time.
So
fucking so creepy. Oh, I want this.
I do that with shoes. That happens a lot with shoes.
you get a lot of like Reebok ads or Payless ads or something.
Like, well, yeah, if I just go to like DSW's website and then like I go to like Facebook or something, there'll be like just DSW ads everywhere. Or if I look up like I went to like the Disney store to look up something, I get like a bunch of Disney store ads, whether it be on Instagram or Facebook or Twitter. It happens everywhere.
I get so much stupid stuff because like my kids will use the computer. Brenna has figured out that she can talk into the microphone to get Google to look things up for her.
Oh, yeah.
So I'll just go on my computer and I see like princess crap and what was she asking the other day? Oh, what do angels look like? I don't know where she got that one, but she was asking that.
Oh, they're talking about God. What?
So then, yeah, it's probably from her grandmother. But so then like a bunch of weird stuff was coming up about that. And then I go onto YouTube and I look up some creepy stuff anyway, but then they had like videos of angels and stuff on there, and I'm like, oh, come on.
Well, I don't know if you remember, Monica might, Leah, I don't know, but people used to call me Drew Quill, like when I first started calling in.
Oh, yes, I remember.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So ever since then, the number one ad I see on Twitter, I even have people send it to me like, oh, look what came up on my Twitter. I get Z-Quill or NyQuil. It is the number one ad I've seen in the last 2 years on Twitter. And I swear that thing, every time you say Drew Quill, it registers somehow as NyQuil or DayQuil, or probably as Drew Quill and thinks DayQuil. It's like, I can't get away from it. If I screenshotted it and sent it to you every time I saw it, you get 3 or 4 text messages a day from me. I kid you not. I don't want your shit. Leave me the fuck alone.
I want this food that Monica was eating in Disneyland.
I didn't see it. What?
It's like half the reason I have an annual pass is
oh my god,
the food.
Hey, how come you don't like Rapunzel?
I hate the movie and I hate the character.
Really?
I've never liked, and I don't like the music at all. I don't know.
It wasn't the best, but I like it.
I don't know. I also don't like Mandy Moore. And, that's the singing voice. And I'm like, I don't know. I thought.
Hey, I'm back. I think. Whew. Some rough shit, man. Some rough shit. Let's play the donations, at least. Get those played. I can try to react to them, and then I'll get back to hopefully giving you my last opinion of this show. I don't know why I'm running out of... Why the breath thing is happening when I'm speaking. But it's bad. Whew.
Are you ready for this? Are you ready for
I love you, man. You can tell they don't have a plan much for anything. The wrestlers are told go out and have fun, and if the crowd cheers, just keep doing it. Lemon freshly squeezed and holy shit 8/10.
Yeah, Orange Cassidy finally came out of the shadows tonight without the hand in the pockets. PA the Baker, thank you so much, man, for the $11.50. Orange Cassidy came out with his pockets out of his hands tonight with a. I liked it. I gave it a good rating. I gave it a 8 out of 10. I think. Yeah.
Shit bomb.
8 out of 10 for that match.
Worst
for me.
AEW show of the year.
Really?
The referees fucking suck, including the dumbass ballet referee who goes over dramatic like a fucking sissy.
He is an
Only
idiot.
match of the night was tag team title match, although teams come in the ring every 5 minutes. 4 out of 10.
Wow, John Wills. John Wills, I was very upset about that match. John Wills, thanks for the $5 and becoming a $5 ship bum. So I was very upset about that match because they stood in the ring for like fucking 10 minutes. They stood in the ring for like 30 seconds to 40 seconds. Supposed to be 10 seconds. The tag match.
Basketball.
It was
dance off
awesome.
the concrete.
But that part pissed me off.
I'm just so sick of you little meth head devil worshippers. I'll be honest, I'd like to take a big bite out of your face.
Love the show. I watched with a dude that doesn't watch wrestling. The only thing he popped for was Orange Cassidy.
Yeah, and that's his ability, is to sort of make people outside of wrestling go, that guy's hilarious, or what is that guy doing? That's funny, or whatever. The po' boy, thank you for the $10 super chat, man. I'm sorry, so sorry that it was so long ago that you donated. I've never had shortness of breath like this on a show where I had to walk away from my own show. I'm so sorry about that. Dude, my dick was shrunken. Like, I'm just taking a break from the donations for a minute. And yeah, I thought Orange Cassidy and Pac was good, man. I thought it was like a 7 or 8 out of 10. I liked the match. Dude, I was shorting a breath. And I went upstairs to walk around and tell Leah and be like, "Hey, something's wrong," you know? And I had to pee because I've been drinking so much water, you know, because of the whatever with the kidneys. And dude, my dick was the smallest it's ever been. It was like this big. It was shriveling up inside of me. My penis, my dick. And I was trying to piss, and it was like almost hard to piss because like my dick was inside me. Which is I think is a blood flow thing, because normal, like when I would, back in the day when I would skate hockey, you know, it was cold and you were skating hard up and down the ice, and my dick would be like, you know, an inch, and I'd be like, wow, my dick is really small. And I looked it up, and it's a circulation thing when you're, you know, if you're doing sports, sometimes it happens. And but yeah, man, I had never seen anything like this. I had like a peanut. It was crazy. And I still don't feel very good right now, to be honest. But I really do believe a lot of it is to do with the caffeine. So, could be low blood pressure. It's a very serious thing of micropenis, no doubt about it. Fake Slop says mine stayed in the side of me. So just know, guys, that I'm a little short of breath. I don't feel so good, and that's why I'm weird. And I'm sorry. I'm really sorry I left you hanging here. But obviously, I was concerned. I was very close to calling 911. I'm not kidding. So it was real. It wasn't like, I don't know, man. I was like fiery, ready to start this review and kill it because I was so excited about AEW. I did check my heart rate. I got 77 in 60 seconds, so 77 beats a minute, which is normal. So I don't know. Yeah, I didn't have health care, and my congestive heart disease got worse. That's what I was worried about, some kind of heart problem, you know. So I don't have health insurance, so it was kind of like, He's a little short down there. If it gets any worse, I will go to the hospital if it gets any worse. If it's caffeine or anxiety attack, it will go away. Yeah, it probably is that, but because I do have anxiety, and I had an attack one other time. If you remember, it was the time that I put the toothbrush in me. You know? So I'm going to see if I can do Corrupted tonight. I'll keep you guys pressed on that. But let's get back to this AEW show. So far, let me get all my ratings out there real quick for you so I can get them out there. And then I'll take the donations. So SCU, I gave that a 6 out of 10. Or 7 out of 10. I gave it a 7 out of 10. I gave them kind of credit for the moment was fun or whatever I kind of said, so I gave them credit. Even though the match was about a 6 out of 10, but the excitement at the end and everything they did was like a 7 for me, so I gave them a 7. Hager and Dustin, I gave a 7.5 out of 10. I really loved it. Guevara and Darby, I gave an 8.5. The Bucks, Page, and Omega, I gave an 8 out of 10. But I would have given it a 9 out of 10 had they actually had rules in the tag team match. That infuriated me beyond belief that they didn't have rules. That the refs just were like, oh, stay in the ring, 2-on-1. Jim Ross even alluded to this. Jim Ross multiple times said, what is going on with this? And then at one point, Jim Ross even said, what is it, champion's advantage? He said, he's like, what is this, champion's advantage? And it felt like it. It felt like you got champion's advantage going on. Yeah, that kind of, it pissed me off. I'm not going to lie to you. I was on Twitter and I loved this match for some reason. I loved it and I hated it. I mean, they went completely ridiculously overboard, but like I still loved it. But there was a part of me that was raging at it because of the rules. And I know that it's like, oh, rules in wrestling, but it's like, yes, it's a tag team match, so it matters to me a lot. So that you know, that kind of irritated me, but whatever. So 8 out of 10. Hey, bro, guy. It's JB's fault you had stress all week. No, it's not that. Let's see. Orange Cassidy versus Pac, I gave an 8 out of 10. Cody and MJF, I gave an 8 out of 10. Statlander and Nyla Rose, I gave a 4 out of 10. I mean, these poor girls had to come on after. These girls had to come on after that tag match. I really thought that there should have been a promo or a segment where somebody comes in the ring and cuts a promo or does something to break up the insanity that tag match had. I thought it was completely like suicide mission putting the women on right after that. Which is kind of funny that Omega runs the girls or whatever he does, and they put that on right after. I thought that was a suicide mission. I enjoyed everything about this show. Moxley, 7 out of 10 as well. We got the commercial for Blood and Guts. And I gave that match I gave the championship match a 7 out of 10. Moxley won the title. I didn't think that was going to happen. That was something that did not happen. And there was a couple surprises as far as my predictions went. I was wrong on 2 or 3 things that were pretty big deal tonight. You know, Bryce was a psycho tonight, so that was weird. Yeah, it could just be a small dick thing. It's true. Let me go back to the donations.
Here we go. I'm about to get it, man. Here we go. About to get it, man. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Oh, no.
Many times I pay $1 for a WWW PPV and feel shorted. See Super Showdown. Tonight I paid $50 and feel like I got a deal. Fantastic show.
Nathan Fost, thank you for the $5, man. Very, very much. I'm so sorry, guys, that I had shortness of breath tonight. That I've never felt like this in my life tonight. I'm sorry. I've never felt anything like this. Yeah, I'm sorry about that, man. But yeah, no, I thought tonight's show was really good, man. This was on an NXT type of level to me. I thought it was good. I thought the show was so good all around. I really enjoyed it. There was some things in it.
Cincinnati. Stand the fuck up. Mox is the fucking champ, bitch.
Woo!
Fuck with me. Cincinnati represent.
Hell yeah, Will Tactics. Thank you for the 350. Your Cincinnati boy won. He's the youngest AEW champion in history. Will Tactics. Thank you so much, Will Tactics. Much appreciated, guys. Thank you for being here, even though I didn't feel like this at all during the show. I watched the whole show like calm, like loving the show, sipping some tea, sipping some water, loving the show. Here's a good time, trying to clean my kidneys out, and all of a sudden, whoof. And I think it's the caffeine.
Here we go, I'm about to get it, man. Here we go, about to get it, man. Here we go. Here we go, here we go. Oh, no.
Red Comet Man.
Just got out. AU. 10/10. Crowd was loud.
The crowd was loud, man. The crowd came across great on TV, as always. I thought the presentation was cool. I liked what they had set up. I really enjoyed that. Again, I thought Hager and Jake Hager and Dustin were great to start the show. SCU in the pre-show was great. They even had that fire pyro. I thought that ramp looked beautiful. The backstage stuff they had, the little swervy stuff they did with Dark Order was great. I really liked it, man. I really liked this show. The referees pissed me off. I ranted about that. And some of the rules, even the championship match started and then they went out and brawled and they should have been disqualified multiple times.
We have a new member.
The villain
of the JCS Army.
The villain, thank you so much for becoming a member, man. Thank you so much. I appreciate that, bro. Thank you to Leah, too, for rubbing. Leah gave me a hug upstairs and I tried to ask her to calm me down because I think maybe it's anxiety. And I said, and I don't know what it is, but. How's everybody doing? It could be the coronavirus.
We have a new member of the JCS Army.
There he is, Nate from VA 804. What is up, Nate? Love you, buddy, and thank you for becoming a member of the show. What is up, dude? Thank you. Thank you, Nate. Becoming a member. Give Nate some love in the chat and give all yourselves a pat on the back for staying with me all night despite my stupidity, whatever's wrong with me.
We have a new member.
Another member coming in.
JCS Army.
Hell yeah, Don McFadden. Or Fadian. Is it McFadden or McFadian? How do you say your name, Don? McFadian. McFadian? Maybe I got it right there. Thank you, Don, so much, man, for becoming a member. Thank you guys very much. If I continue to be short of breath and I can't put on a fun little review for you here, I will make sure to re-review tomorrow, too, by the way. I will do that. Maybe I'm on my period. I wish I was.
What else we got? Oh, a little bit of the bubbly. That's it.
I am taking calls,
bubbly?
yeah.
Look at this stuff. Oh,
Phone lines are open.
That's it.
Hey Joe, good show. I was being kept updated about the PPV from Shell and others.
Nice.
I just wanted to say thank you for last night. You made it fun. Much love, brother.
Hey, listen, man. Thank you, dude. You dropped like $400 last night, D. Welsh, and I much appreciated it. I appreciated it so much that I didn't want to dial 911 tonight and get in an ambulance and throw all the money away that you gave me to the hospital. So, oh, man.
Pour me a beer. You've got a new subscriber.
Thank you, D. Welsh. Wilson Freitas, thanks very much, Freitas, for the sub, man. Much appreciated, dude. Yeah, Dave, I thought about carbon monoxide, too, man. I was thinking the same thing, like it was worse in the basement than it was upstairs. But
what else we got? Oh, a little bit of the bubbly. That's it. Want some bubbly?
It's not
Look
that,
at this
I don't
stuff.
think.
Oh, a little bit of the bubbly. That's it.
I can't fucking stand Orange Cassidy. He's a fucking nobody who should be poor and live in the fucking streets like he's a homeless guy who asks to suck dick. The commentators are fucking trash and I hope AEW dies. Fuck
Damn.
the AE women's division.
Wow. John Will's bearing it. John, I do get your anger. You know, some people, it's like this guy 1 minute he's a jobber, the next minute he's putting on this back and forth Young Bucks style match with Pac. So there's a bit of inconsistency there, but at least, you know, he lost and, you know, he took his hands out of his pockets. So I give him credit for that part, you know what I mean? So I'm not as angry. And you know, one thing is there were some things tonight that enraged me, even though I loved the show mostly. There was some things that really ruined some things for me and I was mad about. But due to the shortness of breath and my chest pain, like, I'm not going to rant about it because I don't want to fucking kill myself. 513's on the phone. Hello.
What's good, Joe? It's Will Tactics.
Hey, what's up, Will?
Man, none, man. I'm just sitting here being a stereotypical black man eating some chicken wings.
God damn it. I may
listening
never.
to your show.
Yeah, good thing sticking it out, man. 20 minutes of dead air or whatever. Thanks for being here.
Yeah, it's all good, man. Yeah, I was I haven't watched a wrestling show where I was like actually cared about anybody. I like Moxley obviously because he's from Cincinnati.
Yeah.
But it's really weird because I haven't watched a show in a while where I like actually like wanted somebody to win and it was so back and forth and you know whatever, where it was just kind of like, oh, you might win, you might not win. And you know, like when you're like a kid, you got your favorite wrestler and you watch. Like that's kind of how I felt tonight. It's kind of weird.
Yeah, it's I did. I felt a little bit like a kid tonight. I mean, I am pretty childlike, but I mean, I felt kind of like a kid tonight watching, dude. I was so excited. That's why I was so depressed, like with what's happened here, because I was so pumped up to come on the air and be like, "Let's fucking go!" And immediately, I felt out of breath speaking, but I was ready to bury the things that I hated. Like, I don't think there's ever been a night where I was so enraged by so many things, but I also loved so much shit that I wanted to give the show an 8 out of 10. But, you know, like one of the things is the referees, Aubrey fucking with her fucking,
yeah,
like,
oh my God.
What the fuck was that? And then not only that, but the other guy. Like, what the fuck is this?
Yeah, like, I was kind of like watching it while I was at work, so I was kind of like off and on watching the whole thing. But like, I made sure to pay attention to the Jericho Mox match the most.
Yeah, it was probably one of my least. It was probably one of the lower. I gave that match one of the lowest scores of the night. To be honest, I liked it though. It was 7 out of 10 for me.
It wasn't great, but I mean, you know, I felt invested. Like that's the thing. And I haven't felt invested in a match in a long ass time where it's like, oh, I really want to see this guy win. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I didn't. You know, I got to be honest. Even though I like Moxley a lot, you know, I was more like, I hope they keep the belt on Jericho and keep it rolling. But you know, I'm not ready. I wasn't ready yet. But you know, I'm happy. It's fine because Moxley's great and. You know, it's so either way I was going to be, I knew I'd be okay with whatever they did either way. I really felt that way for the first time. I felt with whatever the way they want to go, I'm fine with it.
Right. Yeah, man. And the other thing I was going to say is fucking anytime I drink coffee on an empty stomach, I'm fucked up. Like hands on my head and everything. Like just like what you were doing earlier. I was like, I bet he drunk like something caffeinated on an empty stomach. Like that fucks you up bad.
You know what? I drank a whole large Starbucks thing that like normally like it normally revs me up beyond belief. And all I ate, the only thing I ate today was a Italian sub hours ago. And then I drank this whole large insane Starbucks coffee thing that usually revs me up. And then
I know you were talking about that.
Oh,
like,
you heard me? Okay.
I'm like, that would fucking kill me.
Yeah, but dude, after I drank that, then I drank the double tea bag. I had 2 tea bags of green tea. So I think that's what happened. And then if you couple that with my kidney pain from the drinking last night and me being worried about why my kidneys hurt so much, and then the fact that I drank 4 bottles of water, like I think it all is just piling up in my stomach, making me feel like I have chest pain. And then that triggered anxiety and all of that. And I think that's what my problem is and was. And it just creeped up on me all of a sudden because I'd been drinking those things during watching AEW. And by the time I was ready to start, you know, I'm short of breath, you know. And even right now, I'm a little bit...
you got your chest teabagged, basically.
I teabagged myself.
Yeah. Yeah, man. All right, yeah, I'll let you take other calls if you want, man.
Yeah,
But
man.
feel better, dude.
I do. I appreciate it. You know, speaking to you actually makes me feel a little better too, and that's what I was trying to tell Leah. I was like, "Hey, can you would you mind talking to me for a few minutes?" And she's like, what's wrong? But Leah's a cold bitch, man. She's like, what is wrong with you? Like, just you're so annoying. Like,
Speaking of cold, my chicken's getting cold, man. I gotta eat this chicken before it gets
eat that chicken.
Cold, man.
Go eat that chicken,
But
Tactics.
yeah, man.
Later, man.
Absolutely.
Cabanas jumped ship from Ring of Honor over to AEW. I'm really so sorry that I made you guys wait. I'm really apologize about that. Hello, unknown caller.
Hey, Joe, how's it going?
What's up, man?
I don't know if you answered it earlier, but like, where does Moxley go from here?
What is Moxley? What?
Like, where does he go from here after this feud with Jericho?
I assume that he's going to. I'm going to assume that he's going to maybe move on, have a couple matches with some other guys. Maybe Jericho will cheat eventually and get the belt back. You know, that could happen. But I would obviously want to protect Moxley at least for the next 3 months and let the guy roll with the belt for at least 3 months.
You had mentioned teabagging. What about that black guy that teabagged Drew's wife?
Oh, no. Oh, my God, no. No, not Drew's wife. No. Oh, good God.
Super Chat Party.
Just a little something to go towards the medical bill.
Thank you, Big Bad Ads. I believe that I triggered an anxiety attack or a panic attack. I really do think I did have that. Because if it was some kind of heart attack, I think I'd be dead by now. And if it was some kind of cardiovascular thing, it would have gotten worse, I would think. I think it was a panic attack based on the caffeine and stuff like that. I think so, too. I don't 100% know that, but I think Derek Hansen might be. I've had them before. I've had three of those before. I hope it was. I hope that's all it was, man. I know my dick was in my fucking body, though. Like, I seriously had my penis was in my body. It was crazy.
Super chat. Super chat.
Poopy.
Parker, thanks for the donation. I'm going to let these donations play a little bit more, and I think as I start to feel a little bit better from my shortness of breath, I'm going to come in and I'm going to start going over the matches
I'm about to get
again.
it, man. Here we go. About to get it, man. Here we go. Oh, no.
A lot of caffeine can cause heart palpitations. Lemon juice in water is a cheap home remedy to help the kidneys.
Thank you, SB, for that suggestion, man. SBJ, thank you, man, so much for the donation, too. Hey, Chris Tosevich is in the chat. Holy shit, Chris. What's up, dude? What the fuck, man? How you been? I was so happy tonight, man. I love the show, and are you really in the chat, or is that like a troll thing? Is that really him? Well, it's really him, I think. Under his alternate YouTube account, because that's not your normal one. I quit 5 Hour Energies because of that, yeah.
Super Chat Party.
Joe, you should get water and take a day off TMRW.
Bry Guy, thanks for the $1.99, man. Hey, Chris, can you believe have you been watching my show ever recently, Chris? Good to see you here, man. This is a weird night for you to be back in the chat. I can barely get through the review with my fucking problems. Who would have thought the show would come to this, Chris? All the years and everything, man. Isn't it crazy? It's crazy, man. I don't know what we're going to do about Corrupted tonight. People are telling me to just take the night off or whatever. But I think I'm going to go live with something, I think. I think I'm going to call it because I'm not feeling too good there, yeah. I've never felt like this before. This was crazy to me.
Super Chat party.
Preston Zimmerman, thank you for the 99 cents, bro. Everybody is telling me to take the night off of Corrupted Podcast. Joe, you take the night off, you can always have a makeup show. That's a good point. I'm gonna continue with this, wrapping this review up though, and then we'll do it tomorrow. Yeah. I really appreciate it. I'm sorry to be such a fuck. Yeah, I thought about, going outside to get fresh air was great. The problem is really cold air makes your lungs feel fucking terrible, so it just made it worse. Corrupted Podcast is normally tonight. We normally do it on my Patreon every Saturday night around 1 a.m., which is technically Sunday. And I want to thank everybody who did sign up on Patreon tonight, too, by the way. Much appreciated. 708, hello.
Yo, Joe, it's Gio. I sent you that Facebook picture earlier today.
Oh, dude, what's going on, man?
Man, it was a blast. I just got in from the show tonight here in Chicago, so we were just hanging out at the hotel right across the street from downtown where the wrestlers are coming in, and, man, it was a blast, man.
Dude, that show was awesome. I mean, it was really fun. I had a blast.
Yeah.
There's only some minor complaints that I was ready to rage on, the referees being one, but it was so... I mean, if you were there, that must have been, one of the best shows that anyone's ever seen if you were there.
It was, and when I was in the hotel lobby, I ran into Dean Malenko. He agreed that it was a true pay-per-view that night tonight, and I agreed with him. It was the best match so far. Was probably probably the Cody MJF and the Jericho Mox match at the end. And that place just popped like crazy tonight over that. So it was a real good show, man. I gotta give it probably a 7.75 towards 8.
Yeah. Wow. I thought you would have gone higher being there. I'm actually gonna give it an 8 out of 10. I'm gonna give it an 8 out of 10. I loved it. By the way, are you related to Dr. Earl at all?
No.
You ever hear Dr. Earl on the show?
Yeah. I heard. I was wondering about what I heard about the Amy situation a long time ago on Monetize This. I ever wanted to get back with her.
Yeah, me too. I always wondered if he'd bone her again. He called in to Monetize This last night, and he gave us a little insight on that and some other things. It was pretty funny, man. But yeah, I appreciate it. I'm glad you were there. Was there anything we didn't see off air or behind the scenes or announcements we maybe missed? We did see Mox's promo after. We did catch that.
The whole entire promo, yeah, that was pretty much it. But the blood and guts promo that they announced, the crowd popped because we all thought, oh my God, they're bringing War Games back.
Right.
Yes, I remember Cody saying that they're going to bring a gimmick match back that most fans are going to like, but some are going to hate. But I didn't know that was going to be it, and the Chicago crowd just went loud for that.
Yeah, they tried to get the War Games name a little while back, and they got shut down on that one. So they went with the blood and guts thing, and I think a lot of people they love that. So I think that was I think it's a good deal. People are going to really love it. I would almost I almost want to see them create a match, some kind of match. Nothing too crazy, but maybe create some kind of match. And I don't know what that match would be, but I'd like to see them kind of have something new that's theirs only, that no one else is no one else has really done. I think that'd be kind of cool.
And the only surprise that came out of tonight was Strokelbean. I didn't expect him to show up tonight. But that was literally the only thing that happened, fresh that came out. But other than that, I did kind of predict Jericho is going to lose because he does have that Fozzy tour he's going on really soon. So it does make sense for him to drop the title to Mox at this time because of that Fozzy tour he's going on.
Right, and I didn't even look that up. I think we were always wondering, will that be a tip-off for when he loses the belt? But he did have a Fozzy tour months ago and they didn't take the belt off him then, so it kind of made me think, okay, well, that doesn't mean he's going to give the belt away then, because he's already had a tour and kept the belt. So, but it does make sense that he's like, I can't do that again. Let's give the. But I think it's both things. I think it was time to do something different, and they wanted to really put over Moxley, obviously. And then on top of that, he's going to be touring, and he needs a rest. He's really been carrying this shit for a while. Great call, by the way, man. I appreciate it. Call again, and I'm glad you had fun in Chicago. Shout out to the Blackhawks fans out there. Your team will get better.
Super Chat Party.
AE Revolution 8/10 Joe, we care about you.
Thank you, Steve Clan. Thanks for the $3, Canadian baby. Thanks for giving me some love, baby. No Corrupted podcast tonight because if you guys want to see Corrupted, hopefully we'll have it tomorrow. So please sign up on the Patreon if you guys would like to sign up on Patreon tonight. Go give me some love on Patreon tonight if you'd like. And we'll have the Corrupted. In the meantime, you guys can listen to thousands of bonus episodes and content on Patreon that you can't hear on YouTube whatsoever. It's all on my Patreon. Download the app. It's free. Become a patron. That's not free. But, so, let me see. So I've been over everything pretty much throughout this 2-hour stream. But,
Super Chat Party.
27 for A. Mitchell.
Orange Cassidy is the most over gimmick.
I mean, man, he's over. People loved it. I liked it tonight. I didn't have a problem with him. I didn't hate him tonight. Normally, I hate Orange Cassidy usually. Although he does make me laugh sometimes, so I like that. But normally I'm like, F this thing. But tonight, I don't know. He took his hands out of his pockets. He had a fight, he had a match. I thought maybe he looked a little too strong at times, but whatever. He's a little dude, But I appreciated it. You know what I mean? I thought it was pretty good. It entertained me, and so, you know what? Orange Cassidy versus Pac was more believable than the referees in the tag team match with the Young Bucks. So, whatever. You're supposed to be in the ring for 10 seconds. Instead, 2-on-1s were going down for fucking 35 seconds. Just make it a goddamn tornado tag match already. If you're going to do that, just make it a fucking tornado tag.
Super Chat Party.
If you were in charge, how would you fix the women's division? Love the show 9/10. Hope you feel better, bub.
Thank you, Zachary Busby. What's up, Zachary? Thank you, dude. Good to hear from you, man. What's up? How would I fix the women's division? I'd get rid of most of these women that are there. And I would start to bring in more women that have promo ability and wrestling ability. And I would have more singles matchups and try to get a feel of what the crowd likes and whatever. Maybe create a couple females with character. I'd cut promos, put out a lot of female promos, see how people respond to those before I even had anybody go out there and wrestle. Feels like now they just have all these different people going out there and wrestling in 4-way matches and multiple women matches, and they're botching left and right, and it's just a mess.
Give it a hell yeah!
My dick was bigger than yours a few minutes, asked Crystal.
Oh my God, Tommy NC, man. Thank you, Tommy, for the 316. Did not like the women's match tonight at all, man. The laziness. They missed, and then they were buried by being put on after the Bucks match. What the hell were they doing putting those women on after the Bucks match tonight?
Here are some questions and advice. 1. Drink at least 1 gallon of water a day. 2. Exercises every day. 3. Drink chamomile tea. 4. Stop smoking. What is your weight, age, and all of your current symptoms that you can share? For the
Yo, Muhammad Abdel, I hope you're still in the chat. I'll answer those for you, but I hope you're still in the chat. Let's see if he's in the chat. Oh, he is in the chat. Still, I'll answer that if you're still here. If you're not here, that's a waste of time. Muhammad Abdel, is he still here? We're getting doctor advice with Muhammad Abdel. Well, I do have a history of, very slight anxiety, you know what I mean? Oh, there's Muhammad Abdel, and he's a member. Yeah, so, dude, I'm overweight. I mean, I have to be. So I'm not exercising enough at all. I ain't drinking enough water. I'm 5'10", 224 pounds, 35 years old. Let me see what else I can give Muhammad Abdel as he live diagnoses me. I'm not really smoking that much at all. I pretty much don't smoke. But once in a while I smoke weed, but it's like once or twice a month, not even. I've basically been at 220 to 225 for the last 8 months. There you go. Just chest feels tight, shortness of breath when I talk. You know. I think I drank a lot of caffeine, though. I'm telling you, I think it's the caffeine, you know, to be honest. Last night I drank a lot of alcohol. I didn't drink a lot of alcohol last night, but I didn't drink any water. I went to bed. I slept for like 10 hours. Then I had a raging headache, so I went right back to bed another 4 hours. Never had water. And so I woke up. I'm pretty sure I was dehydrated majorly today. It felt like someone was squeezing my kidneys tight. And like I was worried about my kidneys. Yeah, I don't smoke too much. Leah does, though. I do need to drink more water, though, I think. And I do drink a lot of water. I buy a lot of bottles of water now, and I drink a lot of water, but I didn't drink nearly enough water last night. My cholesterol has been high, too, yeah. I've had high cholesterol. 5 years ago, the doctor said it's getting to the point where it's borderline. You know, you should really... like any more, and I'd be worried, you know. But you're okay, but it's right there. You want to start watching that, and I think it's gone up since then. I eat a lot of salt. I'm sure. Yeah, I eat a lot of salt. Am I ratting on Leah? Leah is Alva Cronin. Do you agree WWE is burying female talent? I don't think they're burying everybody kind of in the WWE, to be honest. White guys go downhill after 30. Yeah, AJ Adams. Yeah, there's something wrong with us. High cholesterol is the most dangerous thing you can have. Yeah, probably Tosevich. You're probably right, man. Ugh. I am sorry for the weird review tonight, though. So, yeah, I gave SCU. Well, I'll get back to that in a minute. Let me take one more call, and then I'll go through the matches one last time with my full thing, now that I've got enough breath to go through it. 301, hello.
Hi.
Hey, what's up, man?
Hey, I just wanted to comment real quick on the Chris Jericho John Moxley match from AEW Revolution.
Yeah, man, what'd you think?
I thought it was awesome.
I agree. I thought it was great tonight.
Yes.
I mean, anything else? I mean, are you happy with the whole show? Or
I was happy with the whole show, yes. It's a lot better than WWE.
Yeah, I mean, this was definitely better than that Super Showdown thing we saw the other day. This is
well, I didn't see Super Showdown for a good reason.
No, you're right. I
didn't got WWE Network, so...
Well, you made the right call, man. I mean, you really did. I wouldn't, you know.
Oh yeah.
You made the right call. Tonight was fun, and even the things I didn't like about tonight, it was fun to be upset about things. The stuff I was mad about, I had fun being mad about it. So, real quick, I gave the SCU dark match a 7 out of 10. I thought it was entertaining enough to give it a 7. Hager and Dustin, I gave a 7.5. I loved it. Guevara and Darby Allin. Darby Allin's a star. The coffin drop. The crowd was popping and loving it. It was awesome. I gave that an 8.5 out of 10. The Bucks and Page, I would have given a 9 out of 10 had the tag match rules actually been enforced. So I dropped that to an 8.10, although it was fucking crazy. They did a bunch of shit that would have pissed Cornette off. Some of it kind of pissed me off, to be honest. I'll be honest with you. I hated the Bucks Page match, the Omega match. There was part I loved the match, and then there was a part of me that was raging at the match. It was weird, dude. I've never loved and hated a match so much in my life. But I gave it an 8 out of 10. I probably would have given it a 9 out of 10 had they had some tag rules. Should have been a promo in the ring after this, or some kind of ring promo or show or announcement in the ring to break up the tension from that match and the rush from that match. because the poor women didn't have a chance. Statlander and Nyla Rose, they didn't have a damn chance coming in after that match. Even if they had had a good match, it would have been terrible. I thought that was really unfair to the women and stupid of them. You know, their women's division is already buried and screwed enough and horrible. And then they marched the girls out right after that, which just made me, I mean, that was fucking hilarious to me. Like, oh, wow, how perfect is this? No one will give a shit about this match, and it was terrible. So 4 out of 10 for that match. They had some things in the match that were good, and I sort of liked the pacing and the time of it, but it was just, I don't know, it didn't work out for me. I gave it a 4 out of 10. Could be because the match before it made it look like shit too. Even JR multiple times referenced the referees not doing their fucking jobs tonight. Cody and MJF, I gave an 8 out of 10. I thought that was pretty well executed. I liked the whole story. I liked the build-up. I gave it an 8 out of 10. Orange Cassidy and Pac, I gave that an 8 out of 10 as well. The referees were retarded all night on AEW except for the 1 or 2 refs that were good. But the referees were really annoying tonight, I got to tell you. Jericho and Moxley, I gave a 7 out of 10. And so I give this whole show an overall 8 out of 10. Really nice thumbs up. There were some things that were enraging, but there were some things that I absolutely loved as well. So great. Overall, much, much more entertaining. It was fun to hate. The things that pissed me off, it was fun to hate. And the things that made me happy, made me happy. And so, you know, some people are going to be AEW dick suckers and love the shit out of this, 10 out of 10. Some people are going to be anti-AEW haters and hate some of the stuff and bash all the things they did and give it a 5 out of 10 or something. But I'm going 8 out of 10. And that's just my opinion. But I know that's, you know, some of you guys may disagree or agree. And probably tomorrow I'll have some kind of follow-up on this in another review so I can package my review all in one and put it up. And I'll probably reiterate a lot of points that I said here right now for you. But I hope you guys check that video out when I put it up. And I hope you guys can comment down below on it. And maybe down below on this video, too, with your opinions. Furthering it, because I'll respond to your comments and your opinions here. But overall, I really did like the show tonight. And I super apologize that I was out of breath and that I had this weird, I don't know, anxiety attack or shortness of breath or whatever my problems were tonight. I'm so sorry about that. I'm really disappointed that I watched this whole show and was ready to review it and pumped up for it. And by the way, Jake couldn't be here tonight. He was doing something else. I'm not even sure Jake saw the show. I don't think Jake even saw the show tonight, so.
Super Chat Party.
What is opinion on Cody's new tattoo?
Yeah, Cody Rhodes' new tattoo looked insane. I mean, I don't know. It was very jarring. I mean, it's kind of cool in a way, and I'm sure that, you know, I'm sure it's cool. It looks kind of cool. It is, I can't lie, it's kind of jarring to see that. I'm like, what the hell did he do? I assume Brandy gave it an okay, so if she's okay with it, that's all that matters. He likes it, she likes it, whatever, fuck it. But I don't know, I wouldn't have done that, but you're talking to a guy who doesn't have one single tattoo on his body, so. Only because I don't make good decisions. I would get a tattoo and think it's awesome, and then 6 months later, I'd be like, what did I do, you know? So I wouldn't have done that. I could have used Jake tonight. He could have talked for me while I was having my shortness of breath or attack or whatever. It's funny because Tommy NC last night wasn't on Monetize This because he had shortness of breath. And now I've got shortness of breath. Like, what the fuck is this? Getting passed on through the phones? And there's no corrupted podcast tonight, so I'm sorry about that. People are advising me to cancel it, and I think I'm going to listen to that. I really think it was important to be on with it tonight because, you know, this was the first week with a different crew, but God, I wouldn't do it if it wasn't for real. I wouldn't have canceled it, you know. I appreciate all the nice thoughts, though. Obviously, I'm really angry. I know that people are like, "Dude, it's your health. What are you talking about?" I am very angry that I didn't come on here with the review that I wanted to do right from the beginning. Everybody's saying coronavirus. Imagine that, dude. Renal failure. Carlton says, I can bet you if Jericho won, people were going to say Moxley got buried. Well, I thought that, Jericho would cheat again and maybe keep the belt that way. And I thought maybe somebody new would debut tonight and screw Moxley. And that would put them into a feud. Like, you screwed me out of, like, what I worked for, blah, blah. And they went into, like, a blood feud for months, all because he cost them the AEW title. And then maybe, eventually Cody would win the title. And, even though he said he wouldn't wrestle for it, they would come up with something and he would get it. And then, then Moxley would come knocking on Cody's door maybe, or I don't know. I'm not really sure. Maybe eventually MJF will beat Moxley somehow. And then MJF will feud with Cody for the belt. I don't know. Not really sure. I think it'd be kind of cool if if MJF ended up having a match with Cody and he was the champ at some point, and Cody wanted the match, but the belt wasn't on the line. It'd be kind of funny. Mr. Miami, what's up, man? No, I was good, man. I just had a little shortness of breath attack thing during the review, and I was unable to really give the review I wanted to give tonight. So I'm sorry about that. Maybe I'll do some kind of phone recording and put it up on Patreon, do one of my Cronin Speaks and put it up on Patreon if I'm feeling up to it later. But I think I'm going to lay down, watch a movie, and try to relax and get better. I thought Cody could not get the belt. Yeah, he says that, but that doesn't mean that they're going to, eventually this guy's going to get the belt. They're going to figure out a way to get the belt at some point. You know what I mean? Come on, right? It's got to be. I would think. I would think something would happen. I'd stick it in Brandy's back door. Yeah, I mean, who wouldn't? You know what I mean, to be honest. I'm the fucking mummy, Peter. You like that the other night? All right, listen, I want to say thank you very much to everybody who donated tonight, everybody who became a member tonight here in the chat, and everybody who signed up on Patreon. Thank you for signing up on my Patreon. I have 30 hours of bonus podcasts, music, funny stuff, weird things, and behind-the-scenes stuff with tons of my co-hosts, tons of my friends, tons of different shows. You guys can become $25 patron producers if you want to try that. You get your name listed down below in the description box. And tomorrow, I am going to be doing a follow-up to this tomorrow with more passion if I can, assuming I'm okay, because I really want to review this again and break it down a little better than I did tonight with the issues that I've had. But thank you to everybody who became a patron. I really, really appreciate that. Shout out to everybody who's on there. The Patreon family is strong, and I know that it's time to be charged at this point, so some people's disappears. I want to thank Constipated Rock for going back to becoming a $25 producer. Thank you. And thank you to Mikey Guaz from Brooklyn. Mike, thank you. $25 producer level. Gamer G is back on the Patreon. What's up, Gamer G? Welcome back, man. I hope everybody who had to leave can come back at some point. But hey, man, you guys take care of your own lives. People got bills, people got lives to pay. People got bills to pay. People got lives, man. If you got to go, you got to go. But I do hope you come back at some point, and I thank you, if you can't, for all the time you spent on the Patreon. And thank you guys for making my Patreon what it is. And, we're going to have some more shows coming up. Me and Jesse are going to be doing some more After Darks again. And so on and so forth and so on. Thank you, guys, and I'm sorry for being sick and not at my best tonight. And I really appreciate you guys sticking through this. And I don't know what this video is going to be like when it uploads with this being a problem, but hey, it is what it is. Thanks so much. I'll see you guys tomorrow for Corrupted Podcast. We're going to try to maybe do Corrupted like in the middle of the day or something tomorrow on Patreon. So look for the announcement for Corrupted hopefully tomorrow. And thanks, man. Thank you guys for sticking around with me to hear what little I could get out about this show. Man, when this show was ending, I was fired up, guys. I was like, here we go, let's fucking go. And then I started talking, and then it just slowly, I came to this realization that something's wrong. So hopefully I'm okay. I might take a hot shower, AJ Adams. That's a good point. Thanks, guys. Even some of the people who troll, who are usually shitting on me, are like, hey, I made some of the trolls tell me they hope I'm okay, so I am. I feel bad that I didn't give the show tonight. I know you guys don't care, but thank you. Thank you. Thank you all. I like the show. I love you guys. Thank you for being here. Check out Monetize This from last night. If you didn't watch Monetize This last night, watch that. It was pretty good. Not the best show, not the worst shows. Middle of the road to me. Schleppy's got a big cock. Listen, if I die in my sleep tonight, Schleppy, Leah's pussy's yours, okay? Schleppy, you hear me? Okay, I'm out of here. Jeez.
Do your thing. Do your fucking thing. Beat the shit out of your fucking dick, Drew. You fucking loser.
The rest of you guys can divide my kids. Good night.
What the